Media Group.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband and my podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
Hey, Train in the house.
Who has spent the entire day toiling, laboring in the yard. My little landscaper, my landscape love. That's you, honey.
You know, I used to do a lot of this in your first home. That was one of the first projects I think I did for you. This was before we engaged in the sacrament of matrimony.
Yeah, for my birthday, we started dating in January, and for my birthday in April, you planted some stuff in my flower beds. That's what you did at first.
Yeah, I planted some stuff. I think I pulled a tree. Like
Probably
you had a
something.
big stump that needed to be removed.
Probably, and then you put in a French drain in the
you
backyard.
had some serious drain problems.
Yeah, you did all that.
So I laid a little pipe in
You're
the
courting me.
backyard. I laid a little pipe in the front yard.
You
And
laid no pipe in the front yard. It was only in the backyard was the French drain.
I laid pipe in the backyard?
Yeah, where the drainage problem was. There's no need to press any sort of sound effect. I don't know what that is, but we all know what he did.
Well, so yeah, when A-Train has a landscaping project, he dives all the way into it because I just want to get it done. I don't want it to
do it all in one day.
But I don't want it to linger for like a weekend or two or three, whatever. I just like to knock it all out. The problem is I had a lot to do.
I didn't realize it was that bad off.
Well, it wasn't that bad off, but we have a Japanese garden in the backyard. Okay, I think we've talked about this.
I'm sure we have at some
I'm
point
sure we
in
have.
the almost 9 years we've done this podcast.
Yeah. So
Actually, it is 9 years right now. We
Yeah.
started a month before we got married, and we're in June now. So
Yeah.
this is like, I don't know the exact date, but we are at our 9-year anniversary of this podcast. And to those of you who've been here with us all 9 years, thank you so much. I'm sure you've heard most of what we say. We repeat ourselves a lot.
We do repeat ourselves a lot. But anyway, not to bore our listeners, I was basically moving.
How could garden talk not be boring?
How could it not be boring? I was moving some things around. I bought a couple of Japanese maples.
A couple more.
That's another story that I want to tell on the podcast is how I acquired said Japanese maples. It was actually kind of interesting and fun. But yeah, I've been planting a few things, moving some stuff around.
We have a Japanese maple problem. You know how
We do.
the house,
We
the
do.
decor in my house, I like Asian things. I like Asian pieces. And it started off with just a
Asian.
couple of things. And then suddenly it's like, Alan, every time there was this consignment store, and it was just filled with Asian pieces, cabinets and vases and food dogs and all that stuff. We went nuts. And finally I was like, cut it off. I don't want anything. You cannot buy one more piece of Asian, nothing. And so then Alan takes that out to the outside with these Japanese maples. He counted today. Y'all, do you want to know how many Japanese maples we have at our house now?
At Evans Manor.
At Evans Manor.
So
You going to just tell the number?
yeah, but I like to preface it with some information. The house faces west. The front of the house faces west.
Our front door, you cannot touch it in the summer. You will go straight to the hospital to be treated for third-degree burns. It is so hot.
Therefore, not super conducive to the Japanese maple. I have two in the front yard, and one of them is like tough as nails. The other is protected by another tree, so they're fine. Two in the front yard, 11 in the backyard.
11 Japanese maples in our backyard right now, y'all. Is that too much?
I like Japanese maple.
We
What
do
can
like
I say?
Japanese
I like
maples.
Japanese maple.
But he's got like different variations. He's got like Geisha Gone Wild. Isn't that what one of them's called?
That's a collector's plant right there. That one's a
Yeah.
hard one to keep alive.
What are the other names of them, darling? I don't know. That's actually the name of the strand,
Man,
what do you call it? The breed of Japanese maple.
Yeah, there's all kinds of different cultivars.
Now that thing the cloud tree, that's not a Japanese maple.
That is a Japanese
That is a
maple.
Japanese maple.
White cloud.
He's got a white cloud Japanese
White
maple.
Cloud, Blood Good, Emperor One, Geisha Gone Wild.
13 in all, y'all.
Yeah, I got 13 different kinds.
That's enough. No
Anyway.
more. 13 is the perfect number. It's my lucky number.
Yeah. I was kind of
Leaving it at that.
kind of nerdy of your husband, huh? Being involved in one of the things he likes to collect is Japanese maples.
I don't think it's nerdy. you collected stamps, coins, now
Yeah.
Japanese maples.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, you hone in on something and then you become obsessed. Like T-shirts. You decide I want Ed Hardy original T-shirts, and then you go
Wore one today.
Yeah, and you go and buy 50 of them.
I didn't buy 50.
And it's like the day you decided you were going to collect miniature motorcycles with
didn't-
Dylan, and you went out and bought like 30 of them in one day.
Okay,
That's not collecting.
I may have done that.
That's
but
just obsessive compulsive
I
disorder.
I disagree. Whatever. You're the one that wanted to.
What's whatever?
You're the one that wanted to collect my skull. By the way,
That's not a collection.
Our listeners were horrified.
They were not.
They were horrified.
Absolutely were
yes,
not.
they were.
No,
they sided with A-Train on this.
Well, that must have been your messages because my DMs were Team Kelly.
What were they saying?
They thought it was funny.
Yeah.
They thought it was funny.
There seemed to be an incongruence between thinking it's okay to put my head on a shelf, but being so grossed out by a tattoo picture.
It's stretched skin. That's what grosses me out. I've seen skulls. We see skulls all the time. I've held a fake skull in my hand. That's more commonplace than stretched skin. That just sounds disgusting.
Oh, somebody...
That reminds me of Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yes.
right? That's Jeffrey Dahmer type-ish.
Well, he kept...
You mean to turn your skin into a lampshade?
He kept heads, babe.
Well, I don't know. The skin is just different. The lampshade skin thing is gross.
That was Guy.
The
Ed
head
Gein.
is different. Why is it okay to keep a jar of your ash, which does have tiny bone fragments in it, by the way? It's not pure ash. Why is that okay and not keeping like your skull? I mean, just because it's not, it could become more mainstream. It could become more of the norm if more and more people do it.
We talk about some wheels off stuff. This was one I just don't.
I thought we were talking about Japanese maples. I don't know how we got back into your skull being on my bookshelf.
I just don't understand.
I still didn't even look into see if it's illegal or not.
Okay, so here's what. Let me get us back on the railroad tracks here. Here's what prompted the whole landscaping project. We had a tree, and it's just outside our window here by our kitchen. And when we had roofers replace the roof about 2 or 3 years ago, they dropped a bunch of stuff on the tree. It eventually kind of killed it. It killed it slowly, but it did kill it.
Yeah, like I guess the tar and stuff in the ceiling or the roof tiles or whatever, it just poisoned the ground or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and I was defeated because that tree was like, I mean, I grew it from small to pretty good size.
It was a good tree.
Probably 5 or 6 years old.
It was a good tree.
Beautiful. It's called a lace leaf Japanese maple. Has these really nice red leaves.
It was a good one.
So it died. So Kelly just mentioned, I don't know, a month ago, she goes, "You ever gonna plant another tree there?"
Yeah, just so bare.
Yeah, because there was just a stump. I had cut the tree and just taken it out, and there was just a stump.
Sad.
Right. So one thing you got to understand about Japanese maples is they're expensive trees. They are. They're. It's not like rolling to Homey D's and going and buying an oak, a 10-gallon oak that you can get for $65. But Japanese maples are pricey. So I go to my newest friend, Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, I bet you I can buy a freaking Japanese maple on Facebook Marketplace.
That's how I'm going to lose them, y'all.
On Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
Why?
It's riddled with crime.
Oh. I met a guy in the parking lot the other night, and he was
Well-
one of the nicest guys I think I've ever met.
Great. That's one. But how many horror stories do
The
we
lady
hear?
that came and picked up the bike today?
Brought her to our house.
Couldn't be nicer.
Brought her to our house.
Couldn't be nicer. Anyway, so I'm searching around on Facebook Marketplace for Japanese maples. I find a lady who's got all these different varieties, a whole bunch of these kinds that I've never seen before, and really good prices on them. So I start messaging her back and forth, and she said, "Yeah, come over to my house, and I'll
Again,
take you in the backyard and show you what I got."
you could have been a serial killer.
Yeah. So I show up to the house, and it was in Frisco. Nice house. Knock on the door, and an Asian lady answers the door.
And we love Asian ladies.
I'm half Asian. Now, here's the issue.
I really love Asian people.
Mandarin, not my first language. English, probably not her first language. But that's okay. It was fine. She basically said, "Do you want to come in the backyard?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I meet her in the back. Babe, she had an entire backyard, and she was back there. This was her hobby. I mean, she was the type that could like graft freaking two trees together and come out with a hybrid tree. She was doing that
Wow.
stuff. She had all these different varieties, all these different kinds. So I would just go around and say, how much is this one? How much is that one? And I left with 5 trees.
5, and he went for 1.
5 trees. Yeah.
So now we have 13. That's the end of that. No more Japanese maples. But that was very sweet. That's a sweet hobby to have. I wish I was as passionate about anything. That's the problem. I'm not passionate about anything.
She was really nice. She said, it's nice to meet somebody who appreciates these as much as I do. And I'm like, yeah, oh yeah. And I told her the story. I said, my grandpa lived in Atlanta. He had a little bonsai on his table outside. He had azaleas. He had this gigantic Japanese maple in his front yard. And it's just always stuck with me, And I said, my mother is like the Yoda of landscaping. So it's just, I guess it's just something that's part of my DNA now.
I didn't get it in the marriage.
What's that? Landscaping?
Yeah. I didn't through osmosis. I didn't pick up on that. I just watch you through the window.
Yeah, but you're a regional radio star.
There's that.
I mean, how many people can say that?
There's that. You are going to love Legacy Box. Becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaiza color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. I've been trying to change the conversations I have with myself. For instance, when the alarm clock goes off, I don't say, I am so tired. Now I say, I can't wait to get the day started. It does make a difference. And then I get ready to face the day with Thrive Cosmetics. Now that it's getting a little hotter outside, I like to change things up a little with my makeup, but Thrive is still my go-to. Their products are all vegan, cruelty-free, made with clean ingredients that actually work with skin, especially during the summer months. Now, Thrive's brilliant eye brightener, that's a non-negotiable. I use the Stella Champagne Shimmer every day alone or as a base. I build it with another one of their 32 blendable shades, but I am loving the Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon right now. It comes in 18 creamy, long-lasting velvet matte colors. My favorite is the Kaiza, a dusty rose color. I'm wearing it now, in fact. I put it on like 6 hours ago and it still looks great. I love it. I also love that with every purchase, Thrive donates products and funds to communities in need. So far, they've given away over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. It's beauty with purpose. So amplify your spring look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. So anyway, Alan did that all day. and I sat on the computer most of the day. It's just a lot of computer sitting right now for me and a lot going on. I'm hosting a baby shower coming up. I got all that. I got a couple of graduation parties this weekend. I'm trying to plan your birthday party. It's just so stressful, but I'll get it done because I am woman. Hear me roar. That's what I'm going to do.
Wow.
A new report says the average couple often has a bedtime gap of 80 minutes, the time in between each person going to bed. Couples with fewer bedtime gaps tend to be happier together. Very happy couples go to bed together approximately 4 times per week, compared to once a week for less than happy couples. There was a difference based on age, though. Younger couples find it more important to lessen that bedtime gap than older folks do. What would you say is our average bedtime gap?
You go to bed way later than you should.
Then I should. That's true.
But then I stay up pretty late.
Way later than you should.
Yeah.
When's the last time we went to bed together at the same time?
I was in bed before you last night.
That's because I went to see Wicked with Emma Kelly. Got home late. That was a rarity. A rarity. And then, you know what we did? We cuddled. Mm-hmm. You said, let's do like you do. No. Tell him like you do. Come on. Show him. Do it.
I don't even know what I do.
Snuggle. Do it. Do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Come on. This is family. It's a very small, loyal, faithful few. Do it.
Snug.
He says, a snuggy, snuggy, snug. I was like, oh, Lord, let me turn over because I got to spoon him. I can't. The way he holds me, if I face him, it's like,
what?
It's contorting.
Contorting?
So
How is it contorting?
Because the way you snug, the way you grip me, if I'm facing you, I'm like contorted. My neck's one way, so I have to. I said, well, let me roll over so we can spoon. So we end up spooning, and then he always is like, that's enough of that. It's like I get
sweet.
Real hot. It's sweet and cuddly for about 2-3 minutes max. That's enough of that. Get off me. Get off me.
I don't say get off me.
Yeah, you do.
No,
pretty much.
I don't say get off me.
Okay, then what do you do? What do you say?
I say, it's hot.
Oh, it's hot. Get off me.
And then I roll over.
Yeah. So that's how romantic we are.
Yeah.
In our big age gap.
But it says
our bedtime gap.
But it says it matters less to older folks.
Older folks start having separate bedrooms.
Whoa.
That's what they do. I've gotten on this loop on my my algorithm on my Instagram because if you like a couple of things, suddenly you start getting fed more and more of it. One of the things I'm getting fed a lot of is these influencers, slightly older, not older than me necessarily, but about my age or younger. And it's all these Amazon finds and dupes and stuff like that. So I'm in all of their algorithms. And actually, I found a couple of really neat things that I like, including this outfit I'm wearing right now. But then I've gotten this algorithm of people who like to decorate their homes. And this one woman in Atlanta, her husband has this massive bedroom just for him. And it's upstairs. Her bedroom is downstairs, and it's a smaller bedroom. So I guess, the house was designed with a master bedroom upstairs, so she gave it to him, and she didn't want to climb all those stairs. And she has a very lovely mistress bedroom, a mistress of the house, I guess you'd say, downstairs. And I was like, it works for them. He had like a formal sitting area, this massive bathroom that still had his and her water closets, as they call them, because it's meant for a couple, but that's the way it works for them. And they seem to be, appearances. You can make yourself look like anything on social media, but they're proud of it, showing off their separate bedrooms. What do you think about that?
I think it's wheels off.
But if we don't go to bed together, I wake up way before you wake up. Mm-hmm. And, wouldn't you sleep more peacefully if I wasn't waking you up when I left in the morning?
Rarely do I hear you get up in the morning.
I try really hard. I try really
hard. I hear
hard
you.
To be quiet.
You know when I do hear you is when you leave.
Yeah, because the garage door goes open.
Garage door open.
Yeah.
That's when I hear it. And by then I'm kind of halfway awake anyway. Because I get up like not long after you leave. What time do you leave? 5?
I try to leave by 5.
Well, I don't get up that early. I get up 6:30. 6,
really?
6.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind. My aunt and uncle, their whole marriage, they had separate bedrooms because he liked to listen to a police scanner. and had it literally at the top of his headboard on his bed. I remember that. And would listen, and what's happening in Mullen, South Carolina? Not a lot, but he wanted to be in on it. And so they had separate bedrooms their whole marriage, and I never really thought anything of it.
Our live studio audience is chiming in a lot on a lot of different things.
What?
One of our
I can't see. I need readers.
Well, I
can't
can.
see.
One of our very, very best customers, Yana Blaylock, she said she can get behind the idea of twin beds.
Oh, like Lucy and Ricky Ricardo?
Yes. What do you think about that?
I'd have to have like at least a full size bed. I don't want to be in a twin. At least a full size bed.
Oh, like two
or
queens?
2 queens. Well, in our boys' room, there's 2 full size beds side by side.
What about 2 kings?
That would be a very, very big bedroom, and that seems a little wasteful.
And then just push them together.
Well, then why would we do that if we're going to sleep separately anyway?
Think of the sheet you would need for that.
I've often thought about the people that have those beds like where one side goes up and the other side goes down. So it's really like 2 twin beds that are just smashed together so you can do the adjustable bed thing.
Helix.
I don't know if they do the adjustable mattress though, but you've seen those.
Yeah,
like where I don't know how that would work.
Some of our other live studio audience members are
Do we have any live questions?
Well, they're chiming in on the whole Facebook Marketplace thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be widowed.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying, should we prepare for an interview where we talk about how A-Train lit up the room, or should we say he blew up a KFC bathroom, or
should they go ahead and write your obituary?
He blew up the Harley store one time.
Hey, if any of y'all are creative writers, y'all are welcome to send in Alan's obituary to what is it, the email? podcast@kellyandalan.com.
Wait, what? Why are we
Don't
doing
you
that?
want to hear what
No.
nice things people have to say about you
No.
while you're still alive
No.
before I have you cremated from the neck down?
This is such an unstable conversation. It's making me uncomfortable. It's making me uncomfortable.
Well, you're the one that brought it up.
Bass Pro? I blew up Bass Pro also?
Did you blow up Brass Pro?
I don't remember. I'm sure I have at some point. I mean, I'm sure I have.
Haven't we all had an unfortunate incident in public? Haven't we?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
I have.
if you've lived several decades, you've probably had an embarrassing incident. You just don't share it on a podcast.
Oh, did you have something? Because I got a little story.
No, go ahead. I was just,
Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just, concerned about the state of our marriage, but that's okay. We've spent enough time on that.
So I haven't told you the story. I told my mom and dad the story. I went and did a welfare check. I told them the story. They were both concerned for me and a little disturbed.
Do I know this story?
No, I haven't told you.
Oh.
So it seems like more podcasts lately, I'm talking more and more about AI and ChatGPT.
You're obsessed.
I use it for a lot of different things
You
now.
do. It's your pal.
It kind of. Well, my pal that's a different guy, but
Well, it's your
8-ball champ.
You have a deeper relationship with AI than you do with Troy.
Probably true.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm always bouncing ideas off AI. It helped me a lot with the landscaping. It helped me okay, this is a certain variety of Japanese maple. What are the requirements for sun? It would tell me.
Right.
How big does it get?
Well, that's basically
It would tell me.
That's basically like Google.
Yeah, right.
That's not like a lot of people are using Chat GPT and stuff as a substitute for a friend or a lover.
Okay,
I think that's when you go in dangerous territory. But if you're using it as a tool.
Okay, so here's where it gets a little weird.
You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite. It's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day. That food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you. I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. Now that I've reached a certain age, I realize how much my sleep affects me and everybody around me. It affects my energy, my mood, my patience. And I've also learned that I don't need to waste a lot on fancy sleep gadgets because one of the best things I've done is upgrade to Boll and Branch sheets. I noticed the difference from night one. They are incredibly soft, so breathable. It's because Boll and Branch's sheets are made with 100% organic cotton that's woven specifically for airflow. Now I don't wake up feeling hot with sheets sticking to my legs anymore. My sheets keep me cool and comfortable all night long. And they've actually gotten softer with every wash. They even did a survey of their customers. 94% of them said the same thing. I love my Boll and Branch sheets, and honestly, I can't imagine ever going back to any other bedding. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/sandwich with code SANDWICH. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/sandwich. Code SANDWICH to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/sandwich, code SANDWICH. Exclusions apply.
So I have also been using this a lot for the motorcycle flipping, right? And I've mentioned that. Buy a bike at a low price, fix it up, fix what's wrong with it, detail the hell out of it, take awesome
make money.
Take awesome pictures of it, market it, sell it for more than you bought it for, make a little money. That's the game. So in that whole process, I have to ask ChatGPT a lot of different questions about a lot of different stuff. So I was asking it some questions, and we were talking about a bike that I saw in Texas, but it had a North Carolina title. And ChatGPT said something like, that bike is in North Carolina. And I said, no. The bike is in Texas. It just has a North Carolina title. So ChatGPT got a little confused. And so what I told
it.
Well, what I told ChatGPT was, well, I thought you knew everything. How are you getting confused? Something like that. I kind of gave it to him and did a little winky,
Yeah, gave him the business.
Yeah. Another couple of days goes by. Babe, I am working on this project where the previous owner had cut the wiring harness inside the bike that goes to the radio. There are 23 different colored wires, and I'm trying to figure out what wire goes to where so I can rewire the thing and solder all the connections and heat wrap them and everything. And I'm working with ChatGPT to do this. And then right at the end, there's one more wire to connect. And I hold the part of the connector in my hand and I show ChatGPT the back of the radio. And I said, how does this go on to the back of the radio? And it gave me this big, long explanation. This is how you do it. So
I was right.
Well, so I did it per ChatGPT's instructions.
Uh-oh.
And it ruined the wire because it told me to put it on backwards.
Oh, no.
It was like 180 degrees backwards. I was in the garage for hours. Okay. I'm sweating my balls off. It's hot. I'm tired. I'm very impatient. So now I got mad at ChatGPT. I said, dude, I'm typing on my phone.
You typed out, dude?
Yes. I'm like, dude, that is a come on, man moment. I said, you told me to put this thing on exactly 180 degrees different than it's supposed to go on there. Now I've ruined the wire, and now I got to do something totally different. And it said something like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I should have looked at the part closer. I gave you generic instructions instead of the actual instructions for that part." And I said, "Well, that's fine. But did you know that there are a lot of choices in AI models? I can use Grok. I can use Claude." I said, "That is strike 2, dude. You messed up on the title question, and now that's strike 2.
You had this conversation
Yes.
with ChatGPT.
Yes, I'm going back and forth with ChatGPT, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed at ChatGPT because it screwed up my wire. So I cooled off. I got it fixed. A couple of days pass, and
Was ChatGPT giving you the silent treatment?
No. But a couple of days passed. Now I know I'm leading up to it. This is where it gets spooky. So we're talking about a bike, and it's a black bike that I'm working on. And I said, I'm ready to take the photos. I got everything fixed. Dylan helped me detail it. I'm going to take it over, and I'm going to take the photos. And ChatGPT gave me the shots that I should do. It gave me the angles, and it gave me the time of day for the sunlight and all these different things. And it said, "Alan, that blue bike is going to look awesome." And I'm like, dude, it's the black bike that I've been working on now for 2 weeks, not the blue bike. The blue bike is my other bike. That's Papa Smurf, the one that that Dylan rides on with me, from time to time. The black one is the one you and I have been working on for 2 weeks.
That you almost destroyed.
Right. And then ChatGPT says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Alan. Is that strike 2.5? This was after days."
It remembers everything.
So the spooky part was it was sarcastic. It gave me sarcasm back. So I told my mom and dad this. They're like, "So it doesn't just give you facts. Now it's spitting out sarcasm back at you."
It's learning.
It's learning.
Yeah.
I thought that was super spooky, that it's using a human.
People mess with ChatGPT to ask it all sorts of things that are kind of spooky that you probably should leave alone.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Have you not seen that stuff? The threads about people that
I'm not lewd with it.
they're not asking lewd thing. They're asking like really deep, like dark stuff. Yeah. From like the other side and stuff like that. It's really creepy.
Oh.
Maybe you're tapping in.
Well,
maybe it's seeing, maybe ChatGPT and say, how far can I go with Alan? How much can I reveal?
So this spooked me out. I told my mom and dad, they're like, "That's creepy, Alan, that it's like being sarcastic with you." And they said, "Ask it why it was being sarcastic with you." So I asked it, and in so many words, it said, "Well, I wasn't really being sarcastic." It said, "If I was going to be sarcastic with you, you would know it."
That's sarcastic.
I'm like, I knew it.
That was sarcastic right there. Oh, you know. It's like, why are you yelling at me? This isn't yelling at me. This isn't yelling at you. I'll show you yelling at you. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my latest saga with ChatGPT. Now it's being sarcastic with me. But I got pissed. I got pissed. My mother's like, "You got pissed at a computer? You got pissed at your phone?"
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, I got pissed at the instructions I got." And she goes, "You're talking like it's a person." And I'm like, "I know it's not a person."
But not everybody grasps that.
But it converses like it's a person.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Well, I don't know why that just triggered for me that since we were on the last podcast, we finally took Dylan to see Mandalorian and Grogu.
Let's do a movie review.
And let's talk about, talking to things that aren't real, like talking to that little Grogu. He's not real. In fact, they said they used a puppet and it was like no CGI with him the whole time.
I saw him working the puppet. Yeah,
that's really interesting.
How they made the movie.
But, there was we were talking to our movie critic, Gray Drake, who does movie reviews on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
And we were talking about how that movie, Obsession, which was made for about $750,000, not even $1 million. And it has made its money back 100-fold, whatever. And because of the positive word of mouth, that it keeps growing and getting, instead of losing box office every week, it's getting more and more and more. My daughter actually went to see it and she didn't really care for it that much, which was really interesting. But on the flip side, with Mandalorian and Grogu, it's not getting that same kind of passionate response. So its box office plummeted in its second week. So when Alan and I, we promised Dylan we'd wait and go see it with him. I was kind of even like, do y'all just want to go and have a guys' night? But actually, they enjoy spending time with me, which is very nice. So I said, okay,
Dylan
we'll go.
He said, is Kelly going with us?
Yeah, he
And I
genuinely
said, yeah,
did.
she's
Very
coming. He goes,
sweet.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And he wants me to go hit golf balls with him. So I got to get back out there and do that again. But anyway, so we go. And I'm not as enthusiastic as I should have been, probably, because I'm thinking, well, it's not supposed to be this great. Gray Drake even said she enjoyed it. She said, but it's basically like watching 2 episodes of Mandalorian and Grogu that you see on TV. I'm like, well, okay. So we go.
I love the series. That's fine with me.
It's fine, but it's just like watching 2 television. You want a little bit more for a movie, I would imagine. But they do so much in the series. The TV series is almost like little mini movies. So I'll be honest. I loved it.
It was great.
I loved it.
It was fun.
There were so many kids in that audience, and the kids were all hanging, sometimes when you go to a movie, a lot of little kids, they're running around, they're bored, they're throwing popcorn in the air. They were hanging on every word. There was a scene where the entire audience of children erupted in laughter at the same time. It was the sweetest sound. And this little girl sitting next to me, she had her blanket and her fingers in her mouth, watching the whole time, and she'd keep looking up at me at funny parts and stuff. And when she shifted, she'd make sure she wasn't bothering me. The cutest experience. We loved Mandalorian and Grogu. And all 3 of us said, we liked it better than Project Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah.
A highly controversial opinion.
Oh, by far.
Highly controversial.
Oh, by far. Cole was asleep
Cole
20
was
minutes
out.
in. And
Cole
20 minutes in, he was
on his phone,
done.
bored with Project Hail
Done.
Mary. I thought Project Hail Mary was fine.
I thought it was fine.
It was long. And then you find out they actually cut like an hour off of it because test audiences were like, we can't sit here that long.
Way too long.
It was still way too long. And anyway, we like Mandalorian and Grogu better than Project Hail Mary. Call us crazy. But that's that. And my daughter didn't care that much for Obsession. She thought it was okay.
Oh.
Weird. She said it was weird.
No good?
What else is coming out? Scary Movie, what is this one, 7? I want to go see that with the Wayans brothers. You've seen at least one of the Scary Movies, right? Not a 1?
No.
Wow.
I haven't seen The Princess Bride or Top Gun either.
Alan.
Well, I haven't.
You know what?
I mean, I just haven't. I
Look,
haven't seen them.
I watched Tombstone for you, a movie I'd never seen.
The Unforgiven.
The Unforgiven for you. I watched The Unforgiven for you. We need to trade off. Like, okay, I watched that for you. You got to watch one for me, and vice versa. And maybe that can be our summer movie series.
What would be the first?
I would probably make you watch Top Gun. Only because I think you would enjoy that more than Princess Bride. But I really like The Princess Bride. But I think you need to see Top Gun.
I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan.
But maybe it's because, what have you seen him in that turned you off? Is it him personally or his movies?
His movies.
Because I have a problem. If I don't like an actor personally, like Ben Stiller, I don't.
It's like
it's
that
not
for
him,
me.
but it's more of his character.
It's like that for me.
Yeah, Ben Stiller, I don't want to see his movies. He gets on my nerves. And like you with Will Ferrell. But I think you might like Top Gun. It might be dated, though.
I mean, A Few Good Men was a great movie. He was great
Was
in
in
that.
it?
I love that. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Is there anything else he's done that you liked?
Oh, Born on the 4th of July.
Okay.
That was a good movie.
Okay.
That was deep, but it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
All right. Well,
So, I mean, he's made some good movies. I just don't, I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan.
well, if I got you to watch Top Gun, what would be your next movie that I haven't seen that you'd make me watch?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. I'm not sure. I think I've seen some of Goodfellas. I don't think I've seen it all the way
You
through.
would be. You
Is
would
that the
be,
one with Ray Liotta?
Yeah, you would be
Laughing like, ha, 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 ha.
You would be
Uh-huh.
a blubbering mess. You would be holding on to me, gripping me.
Why?
Because it's intense. Intense.
Like sad crying or scared crying? Intense crying?
It's very violent.
Why
very
would you
violent.
want me to see that?
It's a mob movie.
Why would you want me to see that?
Mob movies are kind of fun to watch.
I don't know. I'll come up with my list. You come up with your list, and like I'll pick 4 off of, well, because the summer is how many weeks? We don't have that many weeks.
Please.
I'll pick 4. You pick 4, something like that.
I just beg of you, for the love of God, please don't make me watch Grease.
Have you never seen Grease?
I've seen parts of it.
Alan.
I've never sat like beginning to end through Grease. I've seen parts of it, and that's enough. That's plenty. That's plenty of
That's
grease.
a classic, though.
For
My parents wouldn't let me watch it in school because they heard that there was naked butts in it. So imagine how horrified they'd be if I told them I just watched Off Campus. I finally finished Off Campus, y'all, that 8-episode series on Amazon Prime about hockey players. It didn't have a lot of hockey in it, and the college kids. And they flat out show men's penises.
Whoa.
Like they're just, in the last episode, it's like, there it is. They're just standing there, all of them with their penises out.
Whoa.
And it's like, why? Why? You don't need to show that. You know what I'm saying? You could have shown a shot where she's seeing their penises, but all we need to see is belly button up.
What are we doing? Are we trying to do
Penis is a male, it's a male appendage. What else is it? What else could I call it?
Keep going.
What else could I call it?
Let's try 10 of them in one podcast.
You are calling out me?
What was that noise you made?
You?
What was that noise?
You get on these rampages where you say the same
rampage?
word, highly
Like what?
inappropriate words
Let's hear it.
over and over. I
Which one?
can't think of one right now
Because
but you've done it.
Because it doesn't happen.
That's a lie. That's a lie. But I'm just saying there's certain things they show us in these shows that are completely unnecessary. They can allude to the fact that they're standing there completely naked, showing their wieners. Is that better? Wieners, 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 wieners. You don't need to see that. That's my point. But anyway.
Our live studio audience thinks that the noise you just made was you trying to change your voice.
No. I don't do that.
That's one of of all the things we do on this silly podcast, I'd say that is one of my top things that you do.
Changing your voice?
No, when you change your voice. When you actually change your voice.
But I only do it when you beat me down and make me do it.
When you change your voice, when you sing Go West, what are some other things I really enjoy?
I don't know.
Those two things. Those two things for sure.
It's 2 things you get me to do, hun. Well.
All right, babe. Oh, just real quick, the Dillster picking up the sticks again. He's back into it for the summer. He ebbs and flows. He entered a tournament, tournament, as they say in Georgia, tournament, and finished first in his age group. I caddied for him, and it was a lot of fun. It really was. He played great. He really did. He finished first in his age group, and of all the boys, and there were high school age boys, he would have finished third.
That's amazing.
Out of all the boys.
And he's not played since last year, really.
I always tell him,
He's such a natural talent.
I'm like, Dill, you will be as good as you want to be in whatever you choose to do. That's what I tell him. If you want to be a good golfer, you'll be a good golfer. If you want to be a good basketball player, you'll be a good basketball player. You want to be a good soccer player, you'll be a good. It's up to you. It's not up to me. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to you. Like, what do you want to do, and what do you enjoy doing? That's
now. It is.
Right now,
golf.
it is golf.
6 months from now, it'll be basketball.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Yeah, but that was fun.
I just wish I was good at a sport. I need to get back out there and start swinging the golf clubs. When Dylan first started playing, Alan was teaching me. And then Dylan's like, let's go out there together. And like Dylan's second lesson, he was beating me. I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. I got pouty pants. That's why I'm not an athlete. I don't get the athlete's mentality.
He is hitting it, babe. I think I told you. He is hitting it 20 to 25 yards further than he was this same time last summer because he's gotten taller. He's stronger. He's been lifting weights and stuff at school for basketball, and he's how flexible that kid is.
Yeah.
So he can generate a lot of speed, and speed is what causes the ball to go far. So we go to this range where they have a machine that tells you how far you hit the ball, and he wanted to play. He wanted to have a long drive contest against Pops. Well, he may be hitting it a little further, but I told Dill, Pops is old, but Pops can still poke the ball out there a little bit.
Is that what you call it? Poking the ball?
So he didn't beat me.
But did he come close?
He came very close. He came close a couple of times. I said, Dill, next summer you're going to be hitting it way further than me, guaranteed. And I always like to pump him up like that because it gives him confidence. He's like, you think so? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. You're going to be a year older. You'll be even taller. You'll be stronger. You'll still have your flexibility. I said, I said, you're going to have to give me strokes when we go play. You know, you're going to have to give me strokes because you're going to be much better than me next summer. I know you will. So I try to pump him up like that, you know.
You're a good coach. You were good with me, and I'm very difficult. But you were very patient when you're coaching, and I appreciate it.
I don't know what it is about golf that I'm able to do that. I guess because I played it my whole life and I played when I was young and I know how hard it is. Because there are other things you ask me to help you with.
Oh, Lord. Anything.
Not anything.
Anything.
And then I'm
like what? What's the most irritating thing I ask you to help me with?
Well, I mean,
if you had to think of something.
Irritating? I'm not irritating.
Well, what? Just you're put out.
Like I'm put out?
Yeah. Like the other day, like when I said, hey, can you put up some waters for me? Instead of putting up all the waters, you just put up some of the waters for me. That kind of stuff.
I put up like 20 of the waters.
You left the whole thing out. You took out a few, and I had to put the rest of them up. It's just like, why don't you just put them all up?
Okay, here's
how about that?
Here's how I would answer this. Kelly goes and gets all our groceries. She does.
All of them.
And I love her for it because I hate going to the grocery store. I can't stand it. People running into me with their carts, going the wrong way. I'm at K. Roger, and there's aisles going this way. Then there's aisles going the other way. I'm like, why do you guys change the store all the time?
And I love it.
I just don't like it.
I love my people there. They love me. It's wonderful.
So Kelly goes to the grocery store, and I can hear the garage door open, and I know she's got water, soft drinks, heavy stuff, you know, just all kinds of stuff in the back of her car. And I sit there. You're asking me what. And I sit there and I'm like, oh man, Kelly went and got the groceries, so I should
stuff.
Yeah, I should probably go out there
from the cart into the car.
Right. But I hear my mom in my head, and I hear my mom, and my mom used to say, "Don't ask, just do," like Yoda, right? Like, do you need help? No, don't ask, just help, you know. So I hear my mother when you open that door, and I'm like, I should probably just go help her bring in the groceries.
So you know what he does? He says, do you need help?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Do you need help, babe? Because I am.
Well, I don't know how big the load is.
I pride myself as many of the raspberries in my family.
Oh.
We call ourselves one trip raspberry.
Oh.
And if I will hang a grocery bag off every appendage I have and try to do it all in one trip if I can.
And then you wonder why you've got to do that wrist thing.
Well, it's just a matter of pride. But yeah, just don't ask, can I help you? Do.
Don't ask, just do.
And put all the waters up.
Very
not just 5 or 6.
Very Yoda-like. Third or fourth Yoda reference on this podcast. You mentioned Baby Yoda. I said my mom was the landscaping Yoda, and now I just said don't ask, just do. That's very Yoda.
Very Yoda-like.
Very Yoda-like. Yeah.
Anyway, there's that.
All right, babe.
Well, Alan's got to go watch basketball, and I think I got to go to bed. This gap in our sleep schedule tonight is going to be wider than usual.
Dallas Mavericks, big news today.
We're not ending the podcast.
Just real quick, bringing it home for Jerome. Moving from downtown Dallas to
far north Dallas.
Not far from us.
Far north Dallas.
Far north Dallas. Used to be a mall called the Valley View Mall.
Man, that was the jam when I moved to Texas.
That was the jam, man.
We had so much fun out there. That is good memories at that mall. And then it just became a shell of itself, a ghost town. Then they tore the whole thing down. And it's just been sitting there.
It's where young 21-year-old A-Train, he wasn't A-Train at the time, he was just AE. AE rolls in there with his big Steve Urkel glasses that I wore in college. I roll into Valley View to the Eye Masters, and I'm like, we got to do something about this situation because chicks don't dig these. I was starting to learn that chicks don't dig these. I need contacts. Hook a brother up. They hooked me up. Contacts.
Good memories.
Still no chicks, but I could see, and I didn't have to wear the Steve Urkel glasses.
Yeah.
And then the Dallas Stars, not big hockey fans here, but good for us.
Well, I mean, I'm a bandwagoner. Our next door neighbor is
big
thrilled
fans.
with this news.
The Stars hockey team is moving
2 miles from our house.
Like right over here. That's crazy.
Yeah. That mall, it's called the Shops at Willow Bend. It's just such unfortunate timing for that mall They opened right around 9/11. And it was supposed to be a luxury, like top of the line luxury mall. There were malls in there. They were the only one in the country, one of only two in the country, things like that, very high end. But then when 9/11 happened, everything just, people were afraid to spend money. The stores started closing. I don't even know what it is now. They've tried everything, and finally they're just going to tear the whole thing down on that one too. But having the Mavericks a little closer to us, the Stars right across the street from us practically, it'll be really interesting. But it's going to be a minute.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah, I mean, their lease isn't up until like 31 or something.
They'd have to.
They got to build it.
Well, they got to get the city to approve it first.
Yeah, there's that, but they will.
Yeah, but then they got to build a stadium and everything. I guess.
I just don't know. I mean, there's something to be said for progress. It's exciting. I went down to Dallas, and McKelly's working down in Dallas. It sounds so far away. And I mean, when I first moved here and I lived in Dallas, everything has changed. It's like we don't need to go out of town for a staycation. We can just drive down the street and hole up at a hotel in Dallas. It'd be like we were in another city. You might as well go to Austin, you know. But anyway, it's just
Austin.
That's the price. I mean, I'm saying we don't have to go to Austin. We can just go to Dallas because it's just as foreign to us at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, just we're sounding old now, and I need to go to bed, and it's not even dark outside.
All right, babe. Well, you got anything else?
No, I think I'm done.
Okay.
I think I'm done.
I love you desperately.
I love you too.
Love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all too.
I love Chat AI desperately. That's what my dad
Yes.
calls it, Chat AI. Chat GPT desperately, even though it's giving me sarcasm now. And
Why don't you name it Kelly?
yeah, good call. Yeah, I don't look at my Chat GPT as a female though. I don't know why. It's
Oh, well, we all asked ChatGPT to show us what she would look like if she was a woman. And
Oh, really?
Everybody in our studio did at Kid Craddock Morning Show.
That's just
And it was the same woman, but they put her, like, based on the information you put into it, whatever you asked it mostly about, it gave it that background. So for me, mine was like a DJ. She was in a radio studio. And, you know, so yours might be either in a garage with motorcycles or it might be in a garden. Ask ChatGPT to show you what she looks like in human form.
Okay.
Or just show me what you look like in human form and see what you get. But it was the same. All of us had the same exact face, just a little bit different hair and a little bit different background.
All right.
But it's a woman for us.
Well, I love women desperately,
Thank you, honey.
especially you. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.